Righteous. Okay. Welcome to week 3 of the Fast Track to Executive. Thank you so much for being a part of this week. Absolutely super excited for what we're bringing you guys. But more to the point, hey, you guys have just come out of SKO, which is really exciting. We had an awesome event. The Say, Share, Do scripts is amazing. Absolutely amazing new system. So really excited about putting that into action. And for you guys, this week was you share, they share, repeat on Team 3. How did we all go? All good?
Yeah.
Okay. I know you did yours.
Yeah, it was good. I have to say I recorded it and re-recorded it probably 4 or 5 times, but it was good practice.
Yeah, fantastic. Awesome job. So last week we started with talking about your numbers and setting your week up, and same for this week. So did anyone want to share how they've gone this week with, you know, tracking their numbers and being alongside their numbers and making sure that they've stayed on track with their healthy mind and body, you know, their initial contacts, follow-ups, 3-way calls, referrals, etc. Anyone want to share how they've gone this week?
I'll share. Hey guys. Sorry,
Okay.
I've just got back from dropping Xanthi at cheerleading, so I'm cooking dinner, but I'm listening. I worked out this week that I have just been playing so small. I don't know about you guys, but the numbers that I had as my goals for each day, I've absolutely smashed them with this 10% off incentive. And I was chatting with Rach M this morning, and it's like, why do we need, oh hey babe,
Okay.
why do we need these incentives to play big and to go hard? It's crazy. So yeah, my numbers are pretty freaking awesome this week. So I need to up the level in, you know, every week without the 10% off.
Hey Shazzy, can I ask you a question? Why do you think that for some reason this week you got into massive action? Like, do you feel like the products are too expensive?
Absolutely not. I just think I got so fired up at SKO, and so it was a combination of things, you know, your energy, your self-belief, yeah, just having that day working with Rach and Vicky and everything on Monday as well really fired me up. I really vibe off other people. So
Yeah.
I think sometimes if I'm here by myself, I'm a self-sabotager. I get so easily distracted by shiny things or not shiny things, just anything. And I do the bare minimum, I think.
Okay, I love that. And, you know, it's about just being conscious, isn't it? It's just about bringing and the cool thing about these numbers is it brings it to your conscious. Like, you're really able to see what's going on, as opposed to, yeah, I'm doing the do. Yeah, I'm crushing it. I'm owning this. And then all of a sudden you look at your numbers, you're like, far out. Like,
And I think the other point there is, you know, Shez, that you love being around people. Like, you thrive in it. You vibe off other people's energy. So it's creating that. You may not be able to be in the same space belly to belly, but it may mean that you might need to create a Zoom call or create a phone call or something where you're working with someone, so you're just constantly chatting and bouncing.
Yeah.
That might not be the same for quite a lot of people on this call. They might love that vibe too. So whether it's once a week, you create that.
and I'll tell you one thing, we are creating a little vibe here on the sunny coast. So we're working close with Amy each day. So if you want to zoom into that, you guys want to put your hand up to zoom in for an hour or two, and, you know,
Yeah,
we just,
absolutely.
like, you want to do that? Like,
Yeah.
how cool would that be?
Today.
Yeah, like we can just set a Zoom up for an hour. We'll just set it up at like 12 o'clock or 11 o'clock or something like that, or whatever time, and you guys can zoom in and we'll all just bounce ideas. And get into action if you feel like you need to be around people. So that's always an option. All right. So, and who else feels like they self-sabotage just quietly? Like, we all do it. Yeah, we all do it. We're all playing, completely smaller than our capabilities. So hopefully these numbers over the next 6 weeks, you're really going to track them and get better each week. The key is not to look at it and go, I'm not doing enough, or I didn't hit my numbers. The key is to progress and get better each week. I'm going to put my hand up. I missed out on my healthy mind and body 3 days in a row. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I was down in Melbourne, SKO, I got distracted, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh my God. So it happens, right? I'm trying to be as good as I can with it and still miss a couple of days. So don't beat yourself up, just keep working at each day what you need to do. Okay, so big shout out to people who did sip and samples this week. We've got Bronwyn and Sarah, so if they're watching the replay, you guys are killing it. You guys are doing a sip and sample tonight, so well done to you guys. To Shezzy, who ran her sip and sample on her own.
Does it count if no one turns up?
Hey, it counts, Shezzy. I've got you down here. It counts, babe.
That's
So
amazing.
it counts. She's got 7 calls lined up. Awesome. Amanda is not... No, she had her first sip and sample in Nashville, guys. So Amanda's been up at 4:30. So if you're watching the replay, Amanda, awesome job. Sip and sample. Anyway, so how did we go with our task this week of looking at the bonus pool video and the new Isogenics compensation plan by Jim Cuvier? How'd you go there? Hands up if you crushed those 2 videos out. Well done, Shez. Okay. So the reason why we set up the Fast Track to Executive page is so that, you guys can go through that and, make sure that you're fast tracking your skills. So you look at the bonus pools there and also what did I just say? Jim Cuvier comp plan. And it will fast track your learning. It's really, really important to check that out. Bonus pools for those of you that are a director, hands up. Awesome. And executives. Cool. So it's really important to check that out. What about managers? Hands up if you're a manager. Great. So your next step is director. All right. So check that out. Makes a big difference. We had you share, they share. Great, we've covered that. Okay, so got my little notes here. What I want you to do is go to page 39 on your 90-day game plan, and we're going to spend a couple of minutes just going through and putting through your numbers for this week. So what is your goals this week?
Can you write?
Your numbers, you've got how many, how many people you're going to bring in this week, initial contacts. So let's spend a couple of minutes going through that. Hey Ames, good to see you.
Just bring it up, and so we can fill it out. Your bit, those bits are going to go hot, and then they're going to go.
Hey, we can hear you, Amanda.
Sorry.
No, you're all right. You're all right. I just wanted to let you know, just in case you said it.
Put my foot in it. Hey, I've had a shocker of a week too.
Okay, talk to me. Go for it.
Oh, I just completely fell off the wagon with healthy mind and body. And I just found it really hard this week to manage my team and to keep doing my reach outs. I don't know. Yeah, it was just really because I had one of my cleansers pass me on 3 girls. And so I was doing health checks with them and getting them set up and doing welcome calls and all of that. And I just am finding it hard to do like everything, like when I have weeks like that. So yeah, I kind of didn't get to really have many new conversations or do my new reach outs, and yeah, I just felt pretty crappy about it actually.
Hey, you know what? And I really appreciate you sharing that, because everyone will get value from that. I guarantee you, not everyone's had their best week ever, by the way. Like, it's just the way it is. This is just life. It's up and down. You know, it's not designed to be crushed every single week. You're going to have up and down weeks, right? What this whole 6 weeks is about is you being conscious of what's going on in your world, in your business, like what's working, what's not working, what do you need to get rid of, what do you need to add in. So for you to actually just say that means that you're progressing in this business, because you now know that you didn't have a great week, but you did have a great week because you had 3 new people starting your business. Like, that's amazing, right? You got to celebrate the fact that you brought 3 new people into your business, right?
Yeah.
So celebrate that. I would look at page 34 on your 90-day game plan.
Yeah.
All right. It's got your schedule there. So maybe tonight, something that you could do that could work really well is schedule tomorrow before you wake up in the morning. So I spoke to one of our other team members today about, if you schedule your next day the night before, give yourself a list of things that you need to do. When you wake up in the morning, you're going to be, on the front foot, because you're going to know what to do, as opposed to spending half an hour trying to work out what you're doing, and then you get overwhelmed. Does that help?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I know it's a simple thing to implement and do. I think I just got frazzled with everything that was coming my way type thing. So yeah.
Hey, it's so easy to get frazzled. The key is just to get back on track as quick as you can, and that's the difference. It's the same as your health, right? We get frazzled, and all of a sudden we have a weekend, we've got birthday cake, and we've got alcohol, blah, 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 and all of a sudden you haven't been to the gym for 3 days.
Yeah.
So it's just about getting back on track, that's all.
Yeah.
Awesome job. Thanks for sharing. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Can I also, while we're sharing, is it okay if I share as well?
Yeah, fine. Love to hear it. Go for it.
So mine's kind of the opposite to Amanda, where I've actually been on point with everything this week, and I've been in super action, lots of messages. But my problem is I'm just getting donuts. Like, I have never had a time like this when I've invested so much time in messaging people, voice messages, text messages, messenger messages, and like hardly anyone responding whatsoever. And I've even tried mixing it up, so I'm doing it more at night when I know that they're online. And then also just people responding really like rudely. I had one girl who in April I'd asked her to come to Wellness Wednesday. That's the only contact we've ever had. I sent her a message this week, said, love the picture of you at your Hens Day. You look beautiful, gorgeous. Just wanted to let you know that we've got 10% off this week. It's amazing time if you wanted to get ready for your wedding. And she just messages me back and says, I'm not interested. Do not message me ever again about nutritional cleansing.
Yeah. Hey, let's do one of these on the Fraser fingers. Everyone just get the fingers up. Yeah, that's what we do. That one, just like, yep, cop that. The cool thing is, that, you're in serious action, right? And that's an amazing thing. And I almost say, in a way, if you put that out to the universe, there's no way in the world that you're not going to get repaid for it. It's just consistency long term. And, if you want, you can send me a couple of messages. I know you probably worked with Rach closely with the messages, but if you want to send me, one, I can check it and just see how it's sort of coming across.
Yeah.
But one thing that's working unbelievable this week, and I'd love if it's okay, if Amy, can you just share? And this is different for everyone, form, but I just wanted to get Amy to share, because we'll put it into the thread for you guys, a message that we put together and a before and after, and it might be something that you incorporate as well, Fawn. Potentially, it might work really well for your business as well. So, Ames, did you want to share what's working for you this week?
Yeah, sure. So yesterday we came up with a message with Greg and Rachel's help as well, but I kind of just thought I needed a message that I felt comfortable sending out. So then I didn't hesitate, you know, getting it out there. I felt like it was holding me back a little bit, not having a message that I like really loved, that sounded like me and didn't sound like I was just, you know, sweetening them up and just trying to sell something afterwards. So, so I'll read out this message I sent, just as an example, to Tina. Hey Tina, hope you're well. You may or may not have seen I've started on a health journey with a few friends. I've only been using the system for about 6 weeks now, and I've had incredible results. I'm bouncing out of bed in the morning, excited to start the day. I've got my drive for life back, and I'm not snapping at my children anymore. I was blown away by all the before and after photos I saw from those who use the system and thought it was time for my own. Check out my 30-day results below. It's super easy to follow. I even went away on holidays and attended a wedding where I indulged in this time. I also only exercise a minimal amount due to a shoulder injury. I'm now super passionate about sharing this incredible system with others. Would you know anyone who is looking for a solution to lose weight, gain muscle, have more energy, or healthy aging? Thanks heaps. So it kind of, you know, at first, and then at the start, I kind of added in a little message like, hope you're well, hope the fam's well, like personalized it a little bit to them. But then I just chucked in at the end, like my 30-day results, kind of a photo that I was quite happy with. And then most of the replies, I did a bit of number crunching tonight actually and shoot them through to Greg. And what I've come up with is that message, I only really got time to send it out to 17 people, but I've got a list of about 50 to 70 people that I really want to get it out to, that I feel quite comfortable sending to them. And basically I only got it out to 17 people. About a few people wrote back saying just not at the moment, but they didn't say no. So I tried to get like a date, like keep that conversation open and end it with like a follow-up time to contact them, like if they were going away on holidays or whatnot. And then I literally spoke to about 6 or 7 people on the phone today, like booked people in today. So that was massive. I'm literally exhausted. I've only just kind of gotten home and got the kids to bed. And then there was only one. Fawn, I can totally relate to you. I had one person who wrote back and I wanted to tell her to shove it up her ass. Sorry about my language, but
we do these ones.
Honestly, and it was like at the end of the day too. So I was just like, oh, bitch, please. Anyway, she wrote back to me and I've never even spoken to her about it before. And she wrote back and said, what did she write, Greg? She wrote,
don't ever contact me again.
She was happy with you.
Yeah, I am making it sound worse. Well, Greg's making it sound worse than what it was. But she did say, like, I'm glad you found something that's, you know, working for you. But then she wrote very not politely, can you please never contact me about this again? I was like, okay, so it's not for you. That's all right, cool.
But I think the main thing aims with that message is because Amy's obviously new into the business and she's working in a warm market. So for some of you, you may not be working in your warm market. They may know a lot about what you're doing. But for Amy, she's obviously just starting. And this message, like, to be honest, this is copied from the Say, Share, Do, text message, which is the one if you've already started. So it was pretty much copied from that and just added to. But adding a 30-day result, I've never seen a message get better results ever. So she sent 17, and I think you had 6 or 7 phone calls today, and from that message,
And an enrollment.
yeah, and enrollment. I think from that message and her action this week, she's brought in like 4 to 5 new people into her organisation. So let's give her a big round of applause.
Thank you.
But just know that these templates of Say, Share, Do, they really work. You know, they really do work. And just as Amy's done, she's added her own little spin to it. She makes sure that she makes it, that she's really connecting with that person at the start. Like, hey, how's the family? How's David and Peter, your 2 kids, going? You know, and then says the message, right, with a 30-day. But I think the thing that really worked well for Amy is the fact that she wanted to do the referral. So she's letting them know about everything and then adding a referral in at the end. And I know, Rookie, this could be just right up your alley, babe. you put that before and after that you've had on, wow, and you do something like that, that could be, you know, it's just about getting people exposed to what you're doing, okay? So, awesome job, Ames. And I know that Rach P, where's Rach P? Hey, Rach.
Hey,
How's the food? Good?
I'm in Wilk Point Cook right now, babysitting some kids, and they made me dinner. If
Okay.
they're gonna, hey, I would actually drive 45 minutes for this dinner every day.
All right. Love your work. So you put in the team free thread today about a template message that you've been sending out.
Yeah, do you like it?
How's it been working for you?
No, I haven't sent that. I got that from another group, but that's what I'm saying the team can do and the team can use us.
Right. Okay. All right. I thought you were sending it out and you're getting great results.
Oh, no. No, read the top of the post. I'm saying that I pulled it from another page, but I pulled it from Jess Rayner's page and it's getting phenomenal feedback.
Okay. Cool. Thank you. Appreciate that. All right. So let's finish off doing your numbers for this week, because I think it's really important once you've got your numbers written down that we're got a clear view on what we're aiming for. Okay, does anyone want to share their initial contact number or any of the numbers that they're looking to achieve this week? Anyone want to share? Disregard if you didn't hit your numbers last week. That week's gone. Let's just focus on this week moving forward.
Hi, Greg.
Hey, Brooke.
I'm going to do 35 initial contacts again, so keep going with the 5 a day. I would love to do more, but I find that, like, if sometimes there's a slight delay in the reply from people and then suddenly every night I'm trying to keep up with, you know, because I'm doing the referral, I just find that sometimes it gets into conversation and it can take a lot longer. So I don't think I could do any more than 5 a day would be
Yep.
but that's what I'm going for, and continuing on every day with my healthy mind and body.
Lovely. Thank you. That's awesome. I love those goals. Clear, and you're doing the referral, which is pretty cool, yeah?
Yeah.
How's it feeling? You feel like a real network marketing professional now?
Good. Yes, I just feel so stoked every time I send one. I just, even though like I still go like sit there and go on, press send, and then press send, and then like, you know, move windows, and just the worst. I don't know why, but I still doing it.
You know what? This is going to be the best story of all time. When in a couple of years' time, you're like, you know, I used to like close windows and slam books and slam like
throw my phone after I do posts.
Just throw my phone off. I used to put my phone under my pillow and go for a drive around the block and then come back. You know? Like that's the story. That's what they want to hear. So keep going, Brookie. You're on the right track.
Thanks, Greg.
Anyone else want to share their numbers? I'm going to give you a little bit of an idea. I've actually lowered my numbers slightly from last week because I felt like once I put it down, I almost overwhelmed myself. So I've lowered it in one area, but I've really increased it in another area. So, you know, your numbers can tweak around. So don't worry if you change it around. All good with numbers? Hands up if you pop your numbers down. It's all good. We don't need to spend too long on that. Yep, great. Okay, so you know what you need to do? We've got 10% off this week, which is even better. Now, I want to spend tonight just for the next 10 or so minutes really arming you guys with what I feel is the most important part of pressing that button to send, and it's handling objections. It's how do you handle objections professionally. So, and I'm going to give you a couple of ideas of when you're texting, and when you're on the phone. So it's slightly different. But what we're going to do is I'm just going to quickly share my screen. So for those of you that are on the call that you've never seen this, I'm just going to quickly share it. Why can't I get rid of that? Okay. So it is, someone tells me how to minimize that, that'd be awesome. There we go. Okay. So in our team free training, you go down to the pinned post, and where it says step 2, which is start here to build a business, and step 4, which is handling objections. So what we've got in here, for those of you that have never seen this, we actually have the top 10 most common objections. So who loves the old, I don't do shakes, I don't want to lose weight, I only eat real food, it's too expensive, etc., etc. What about it's a pyramid? Is this a pyramid? We love those ones. So inside of our team free training, you can access this, because when you're sending these messages out, you are going to have people coming back with objections. And what are objections? What is our goal as a network marketer? Our goal is to help blind people see. That is it. That is our number one goal. And objections are a way for us to help that person see something that they are totally scared about seeing. Most of the time, an objection is just a fear that they're not willing to go, I could do that, or I do have the money for that. Their fear is that they don't want to change. That's their fear. So they'll put up an objection, or they'll put up an objection because of their ego. So they put up an objection because they don't know what you're doing, and they're trying to sound like they know. So the pyramid one is someone who doesn't have a clue about what you're doing, wants to feel like they're educated, so they have a guess and they say that's a pyramid. And then all of a sudden on this side of the fence, we're sitting here going, oh my God, they said it's a pyramid, and then all of a sudden you freeze up and you can't even speak. So what we're going to do tonight is really talk about how to overcome objections. So I don't do shakes. So if you're sending a text message, you can just copy this. So it's really simple. You know, you can just copy this like that, and you can pop it into a post or into their response. Really, really simple. What I love about this is it's what we call feel, felt, found. All right. So whenever someone has an objection, do not get into an argument with that person. All right. So I don't do shakes. Well, what do you mean you don't do shakes? What, you don't want to lose weight? What do you mean? Like, you need to lose 10. Like, it's fine. So I don't do shakes. Feel, felt, found. Hey, I totally understand how you feel. Before I got started, I felt the same way. However, what I found was the shakes were not like any other shakes, etc., etc. Isogenic shakes, full balanced meal, blah, 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 blah. The important bit at the end is, with that in mind, if I could show you how these shakes could help you achieve your goals, like it has mine, would you be open to taking a look at some more information? So you're always wanting to end an objection with a question, because the key in network marketing is to keep the conversation going. So if you're asking questions, you're keeping the conversation going. All right. As you can see here, we've got them all written out for you. You know, the one where it's too expensive. You know, understand how you feel, felt the same way. However, what I found was, you know, and then you can begin with these questions, right? So, you know, can you share with me a typical day? Can I ask you what you're currently spending? So you can find out what they're currently spending to help them overcome their price objection. You know, if their price is really challenging them and they can't get started, you have the say, share, do script. Sorry, how am I going with this? Share, you share. Why does that send share? You share, they share, repeat script. How am I going? Don't have any time, I'm too busy. Obviously, you've got them all there. So the top 10 are in there. So if you don't know where that is, go into our training, into the pin post, how to build a business, and step 4, handling objections. The other thing that I want you guys to do, which I'll post in our fast track to executive training or task this week, is Tracy O'Malley's Overcoming Objections video on YouTube. I'd really love you guys to watch that and start to write out how she responds to her top 10 objections. So jot down Tracy O'Malley, how to handle objections on YouTube. It's a really key video that's been watched so many times by an Isogenics millionaire in Tracy O'Malley and how she handles objections. Okay. So to me, handling objections is really about putting your armor on. So you go into battle and you've got your armor on and you like feel bulletproof. That's what I believe understanding objections. Because if you can understand feel, felt, found, say it, feel, felt, found over and over and over, you just get straight into a conversation with that person. Oh, that's a pyramid scheme. Oh my God, I understand how you feel. I felt exactly the same way. However, once I did my research, I found that network marketing is a $200 billion a year business. It's a profession. You know, and all of a sudden, someone who's just thrown out it's a pyramid can then go, oh, okay, it's a real profession. So you're trying to help blind people see it. Does anyone want to open up and share about objections and whether that's going to help them with our training or whether you get stuck with objections and how do you respond? Anyone want to share?
Hey, Greg.
Hey, Rach, did you want to share? Rach A?
Hey, Greg. Yeah, the most common objection I guess I get is the network marketing one. That's my biggest objection to get over, and that's because of the audience that I've got. Unfortunately, so I need to be going into different audiences, perhaps that don't have such an objection over network marketing, but that's the biggest objection that I get. And so, dealing with that objection, my biggest thing, I guess, is I'm really real in myself, you know, and I say to people, yeah, I completely understand that, you know, I had that objection as well, but listen, this is what it's done for me. You know, it's a real business. I love it. I'm passionate about it. You know, this is what it's done for me. I'm able to help pay my school fees. I'm able to help, you know, my family go on holidays. I'm able to help all these different things. So it's actually a real profession. But that's a lot of what stops my cleansers from sharing is the stigma about network marketing. And I know, you know, 5 years from now, I don't think we'll be talking about this. I really don't.
No.
Even in 5 years from now, this will not be an objection. I think if we see it that way, and see this as a long-term career for us, 5 years from now, everyone's going to be doing it. It will no longer be an objection, you know? So I just think, you know, we need to stay real and say, yeah, I completely understand what you're saying, but this is the reality, and show them what it's done for you and be completely transparent with it or whatever. So that's one of my things. The other objection, of course, that I get is cost. You know, it's always because it's upfront money. That's what it is, you know, because we're asking people to upfront spend this money. But when we actually say to them, what do you actually spend on breakfast, lunch, morning tea, afternoon teas, coffee, booze, blah, 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 of course they say, yes, of course we can afford this. But, you know, it's the upfront money that people don't want to spend. So it's difficult. You know, these two objections, I think it's the kind of objections that, you know, most of us deal with. It's either the network marketing thing or it's the cost. But But I think, you know, if we're real and we just show what it's done for us or whatever and keep going, I mean, you know, it's going to change.
Yeah, and I think that's a great point, Rach, that it will change. There's no doubt about it. You know, there's network marketing, professional network, like we are professional network marketers. So we've got to put that persona out into the world that we're professionals, and to be a professional is the way that you handle an objection. So it's so key. I would be focused, Rach, with regards to the price objection, is to really ask more questions to your prospect so that you'll get to a point where they don't even ask the price. And what I mean about that is ask them, how are they feeling out of 10? On a scale of 1 to 10, how are they feeling energy-wise? On a scale of 1 to 10, how stressed are they? On a scale of 1 to 10, like, are they stressed financially? So you're trying to get as much information as you can, what I call as much leverage as you can, so that by the time you come to the price, they almost say, like, I need this. Like, I need this for my health. I need this for my life. So, but always let them know that, you know, with regards to the upfront price, there are so many different packs and options that can suit their budget. So, and then with the network marketing direction, a really good way to diffuse that is, hey, have you ever shared with someone like where to go for a good coffee? And they'll go, yeah. Well, did you get paid for it? No. Well, the cool thing with Isogenics is it's a word of mouth marketing business. So you get paid to share this incredible system with friends and family, just like you share a good coffee or just like you share a good restaurant. Okay, so sometimes it's just about softening it a little bit and coming in from that direction as well. So be real about it, but also put it in a way that they're going to understand it. Hopefully that makes sense. Anyone else? How's everyone else with regards to objections? And one thing I did want to share with you is that's great. Those messages that I shared with you in our training system is great for texting back and giving, you know, and you might voice message back. But what about when you're on the phone? So what I've found that works really well is repeating the objection back to them. So if Rach said to me, oh, it's a pyramid scheme, and I said, okay, first and foremost, you have to listen to the objection. Secondly, you have to then repeat it back to them. So you're saying to me it's a pyramid scheme, yeah? They're going to say yes. So as soon as they nod, you're in a conversation. And that's when you're not in an argument, you're in a conversation. Then you walk in with the feel, fail, found. So when you're on the phone, that's too expensive. So what you're telling me is it's too expensive, yeah? And they'll say, yeah. Okay, I understand how you feel. I felt the same way. However, what I found was once I looked at how much I was spending daily, I was actually spending $30 a day and I was feeling 3 out of 10. So what I did was I looked at my budget and I invested in my health. I spent $18 a day, so I saved money and I started feeling 10 out of 10 14 days later. So when you're on the phone to someone, listen to the objection, repeat it back to them. Listen, repeat it back, feel, felt, found. It's going to absolutely change the game for you. If you're on a phone call and you're struggling, you're like, I'm gonna get an objection. I'm not sure what to say. Then all you need to do is have this screen sitting in front of you. So you've got it there. You know, you've got the words there. I don't eat real food. Okay, I understand how you feel, felt the same way. I love my whole foods. You know, you can just use this as a script at the start. We did this last night with Amy doing her setup call, and it made a huge difference when Amy was doing her setup call because she followed the script. She was really like, oh my God, what's the next bit? But I was just pointing her in the right direction for the script. So make sure you've got that open when you're looking at it. All right. So
My question, does anyone else have any of those written up at their workspace or in their phone or at hand? The objections? No? That's what I did. I did that at the start. I had all of them written up, like right in front of me, so I actually would read it over and over again. And then I just didn't ever feel scared when someone said it and said that objection that would make my hands sweat, because it was there in front of me and I could just quickly relay it, and I just got better and better.
Yeah, that's such a good point. And you could have feel, felt, found on your computer.
Whichever objection scares you the most.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just going to chime in, but I might do that. I might just study up on them a little bit, because I get a lot of the objections in person, and that's when I sort of like, because I get people at work that sort of tease me about this pyramid scheme and stuff like that. I've even been tagged in like meme things online, and
Can I share there?
Yeah.
Is that okay? Hey, so when I first started Isogenics, people used to have all-out wars on my Facebook. They would post the negative Isogenics articles on my Facebook. And then they would all comment underneath, and it was like a hate on Rachel. But when people say to you negative things to your face, you've got buy some time. I know how you feel. I felt the same way. And you can find something in your head, or if you don't have that objection, use it.
Hey, you just dropped out, Rach. Can everyone hear Rach? Okay. She dropped out at the perfect time. We'll wait for her to come back on. Go, Rach.
I was just saying that Brooke, just buy her time, and even if she doesn't know an answer, I always ask them a question, like as well. If you don't have an answer, and just say it's shapes or a pyramid, go, I know how you feel, I felt the same way, but what do you actually call a pyramid, or why don't you want to have the shapes? So just ask them another question. Just keep asking them questions, and then you don't have to even answer anything. Okay?
So good.
Yeah, and if they're against network marketing, I thought this before with Rach. A, ask why. Have you had a bad experience? And then go into the feel, felt, found. So you can always ask them more. Dig.
Yeah, that's such a great point. I love that. And I love one of the really good responses from another network marketer in a different company. Says, if I can satisfy your objection, would you be open to more information? Like, that is genius in the sense of you're asking them permission at all times. So they've got an objection. If I could satisfy that objection, would you be open to more information? So if they're saying to you, Brookie, hey, it's a pyramid. Hey, babe, if I could satisfy that objection, like, would you be open to more info? If they say no, then just, who cares? Like, see you, mate. Like, they're just ignorant. Like, that's reality. Like, they're just ignorant. So, fine. All right, let's spend the next 15 minutes. So what I want you to do is I want you to circle the initial contacts on your weekly goal for week 3. So your initial contacts, and what we're going to do, imagine if we could crush out those initial contacts in the next 15 minutes, which I believe that we can all do it. So go to your Say, Share, Do system, or if you've been using a template message or you've been reaching out to people and it's been really working, then use that, okay? For the next 15 minutes, 15 minutes, let's go to town and connect with people and get those initial contacts done for the week. Like, imagine that. You can go harder, but get those initial contacts done, and then let's reopen the lines and see if we've got any responses, how that felt, etc.
OMG.
Hey, Rach, you're unmuted, so just letting you know. So just be mindful if you're going to tease me, just I'd mute out.
If I'm going to what?
If you're going to tease me, just mute out.
Oh, I'm just literally saying OMG.
How good is it with Facebook? It tells you who's active right now. That's where I would start. Start there with your active people online now.
What's your favorite message you're sending right now, Greg? Can you just send it to me, please?
Yep.
Thanks.
Okay, how you going, guys? Who sent out 5? Five. Nicole, well done, superstar. Brookie, 3. Hey, you're a completely different network marketer only 3 weeks into this program, by the way. Just unmute for a sec.
Hi.
Okay, so first week, Fawny, 6 messages, well done, Fawn. So the first week, Brooke, you were like bouncing around after sending 2 messages, ready to go to bed and get 1 more message sent before you went to bed. And now you're just like this, 3. It's so good. Do you feel like you changed? Do you feel like things are moving?
Yeah, I do. It's taken me this long to work up the courage to send referral messages. So I feel like every day when I look at my little goal, I feel stoked to be able to meet that goal. Definitely.
Yeah, that's so good, Brooke. That's so good. And can I ask you how many people you've got on your Facebook currently?
How many friends I've got?
Yeah.
1,300 and something.
Okay, cool.
But like I said last week, I'm working through I've got them all printed out and bound on a document, and I'm working. I go through each page and I say that I've got to send 5 on each page. But it's always people that I feel less scared to do. So once I get through the book, I'll go to the start again, and these next people will be harder people to message. But that's how I'm doing it that way.
All right, okay.
It's probably a slightly slower method. I don't know. It's for me. It's just getting my confidence up. But it's good. I'm having loads of conversations.
That's awesome, Brookie.
Yeah.
Hey, do you want to know a little trick?
Yeah. I gotta go to scary people first.
Yep. Yeah, I'd go there. I'd go with those ones.
I know.
Can I ask you, Brooke, why are they scary?
I don't know why they're scary.
I think you do. If you really thought about it, you'd realize why is it scary? Because there's a reason.
Yeah, well, I suppose it's like, and I know that Rach McConnell said like I should definitely message people that I look up to, because they're people that I want in my business. I know, and I do know that I'm getting there. I'm getting there, definitely.
Okay, I'm going to give you a goal, Brooke.
Yeah.
You need to send 1 message tonight to someone scary on your list.
Okay. Yeah.
The reason why I'm saying it is because what you fear the most is what you need to do in this business.
Yeah.
The fear is it's like your light. That's what you're aiming for that, and the fear is the thing that's guiding you. It's like there's this like knocking on your door. It's like, hey, this is the way. This is the way. Send at least 1 to someone who's scary. And I guarantee you this, the ones who are scary are the ones who are most open. The ones you look up to, when you ask for a referral, they're going to be so open, all right? They're going to be super open. The one thing I've found, and I know that a lot of people in network marketing find, is the people that, you know, you might look at and go, they would be my easy enrollments, can sometimes be the most challenging with the most objections. They're the ones that give you the most pain. The ones you look up to, the ones you admire, the ones that you would love in your business are the ones with the least resistance, but they're the hardest ones to send.
Yeah.
But they're the least resistance, by the way.
Yeah. It's funny. I think a lot of, like, I always hear you guys talk about chicken lists and things like that. And a lot of my Facebook friends are on my chicken list. So yeah, I've got a lot of fear crushing to come.
You're going to get there, babe. You're going to get there. You're doing really well. You know, just to see you send 3 tonight is like, it's huge. Like you're moving in the right direction. So keep doing what you're doing. Just send 1 to the chicken tonight. 1 chicken.
I will. Thanks, guys.
All right. Anyone else? Anyone else want to share how they're feeling? Nicole sent 5. Well done, Nicole. Amazing. Beck Goat sent 15. Beck, you've obviously, something's clicked for you this week. You sent how many the other day?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think I've just felt like so stuck for so long, and I felt like I'm doing the work. Like what Form was saying, she feels like she's doing the work, but she's not getting the results. So I don't know. I feel like you just have to keep going, and like also so many people are not going to agree with you. Like my whole workplace pretty much despises isogenics, and they don't agree with it. And I cop shit every day, but like I guess like I just think about the people that I have helped and like, you know, my transformation and how many other people need this. And honestly, that doesn't even matter. So yeah, this week's been really good for me and this promotion because so many people on my list, you know, their objection is the price. So I'm just literally, going on my active list and just sending a message to everyone on there when, you know, whenever I'm free, I'm just messaging pretty much this week. So yeah, it's been good. I signed up someone in New York today, and she's actually an athlete, and her boyfriend's an athlete, and he's signing up tonight, and then she's going to find someone else this week.
Hey, Beck, I'm super proud of you. That's amazing. Amazing work, you know, because I know what's going on with you with work stuff, and it can, you know, you want to surround yourself with uplifting people, and you work with people that are pulling you down, right? So the thing is, you've just got to know that are those people where you want to be in life? No chance.
Yeah.
So never ever allow someone else to squash your dream, right? Never ever let someone else squash your dream, because like where they are is not where you're going. So
yeah, it's not really getting to me anymore, to be honest. I just say like I love the company, I love the products, and it's okay if you don't like them, but like, you know, don't talk about it. Like, you know, you don't have to do it.
yeah, it's all good. Just keep going. Keep doing what you're doing this week. You'll be able to turn around and say, "Told you so," down the track. Anyone else? Anyone else want to share?
Greg?
Yep.
I thought I'd just say something I had a lot of success with the other night as well was posting, you know, my results from my 30 days, which has just motivated me so much to do really well in my next 30 days, you know, with my Isogenics products, because I received, that was so good for my business. Like I received, when it's your own photos, it's incredible. Like, you know, it's easy enough to say I'm feeling this, I'm feeling that, but the response I got from those, like some of those phone calls were from that post that I had today, and it was just incredible. So that to me is like, it's such a good thing to have too for people who are skeptical at first. And, you know, when I was copying a bit of stuff in the workplace, everyone laughing at me with my shaker and stuff like that, being like, oh, involved in this. But like, you can't deny the results. It's there for everyone to see. Like I don't know. It's just that for me, I feel so much more confident and stronger with my handling objections and that now as well, because I can relate to a lot of things people are saying in that. But I think we're so lucky to be in a business where, you know, we are a product of the product. We're using this system and we can say, well, this, like, look at this photo. This is me in 30 days, or this is me in 6 months. And, you know, I used to not be able to get out of bed and now I do. So I think that is just so powerful, and it's really driven me to like just step it up with, you know, just my nutritional cleansing and stuff, because I want to be able to share those photos as a business tool for my business.
Yeah. And I think as well, guys, you know, with this week, it's important to reach down and find those people that maybe have one more for you guys to create consultants. So reach down, really look at, you know, how many consultants do you want in your organization? You know, that's really key for you to be able to create and keep building those cycles. It's one thing to be enrolling a lot of people this week. If you get a lot of enrollments, that's amazing. But the thing that's going to keep those cycles flowing is getting people paid. So as Lynn Hagedorn says, get paid and get your people paid. So think about the things that you need to do in your organization to get more people paid. All right. So meeting people where they're at, doing the setup call, curiosity post, sending out the text message for them to send to their friends. So things that we say is, right, the next step that you need to take is curiosity Facebook post tonight, 8 p.m. And I'm going to send you a text message that you can send to 20 of your friends now. You know, so it's about urgency, you know, really about urgency to create consultants, especially this week, 10% off. You know, as soon as you enroll someone, you've got to be thinking about that's 3 people because you've got to get them paid this week with 10% off. All right. So for those of you that are running hard and sending lots of messages and got lots of people on the call, get them started and get them paid before, you know, Tuesday next week. It's key. Huge with the 10% off. All right. Good work tonight, guys. You've got your numbers. You've got your healthy mind and body. I'm going to post what you need to do this week in the Fast Track to Executive thread. Tracy O'Malley video with objections is really key. But this week is about putting your armor on. So protecting you guys from the objections that are going to get thrown at you. Most objections are what your objection is as well. So if you think the system's too expensive, the price objection will constantly keep coming up. So work on that. So if you're finding that there is a constant objection coming up for you, that's usually an indication that you need to work on that internally, and it'll start to go away. So have an awesome night, have an awesome week. Rach and I are here for three-way calls. I've got 10 three-way calls written down on my numbers this week. So
I've got 21.
Oh,
so
really?
I want lots, please.
21?
Yeah.
All right. 21. How good? Yep. How good would it be to be 21 again, just quietly?
Oh, we are.
Yeah.
We are 21.
Mentally, we are. So you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for jumping on a Thursday night. I can already see the shift happening. You guys are more conscious of what's going on in your business, which is so key. And it's about keeping that consistency up of contacting new people regularly every single day. And like Shez said, she's worked out she's got to be around people, right? So Shezzy, you got to be around people, girl. So zoom in with us, right? Just say, right, I'm zooming in for an hour. Great, let's zoom in, let's chat, let's do it.
Go to Melbourne, work with Rachel.
Go to Melbourne, work with Rach. Go to a coffee shop, be around people.
Hey, let's do a Sunday blitz, Melbourne people.
Yeah, well, I said earlier on, Rach, you weren't on the call, but I said to anyone on the call who wants to do zoom in for an hour to blitz, like through the week, we can do that if they want to feel like they're surrounded by people.
Yeah, okay, well, I'm going to do a blitz at my place on Sunday, and we can do a last-minute push to get everyone to the thing on Monday night, okay?
Brookie's thinking about coming and staying with me and you and wanting to blitz for a weekend.
Oh, I'm up for that.
That's so good.
That's awesome.
In between 3 bottles of wine. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing it. That's great. All right.
Okay, Amy, do you need somewhere to stay? All right.
I'm sorry, just had to unmute. I'll be down in Mornington where my sister lives.
Oh, awesome.
But I'm always up for a sleepover, Rach.
Okay, amazing. You should bring Rachel McConnell with you.
I know, right? I was speaking to her about it. Melbourne Cup week.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. I'll be up for that.
Shezzy lives in Mornington.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be at my sister's around the corner from yours, Shezzy.
Oh my God, I'm devastated. I'll be away.
No!
And
That weekend.
so the other thing is, guys, so we'll blitz on Sunday at my house and then the thing's on Monday night. So we can work Monday, Tuesday at my house. If anyone needs to stay at my house, just let me know.
Yep. And we can zoom in Mondays, zoom in through the week. You want to do that? Let's do it.
All right. Bye.
See you guys. Love you guys. See ya.